Well, the idea behind Who Can Stop Me is self-explanatory. Basically saying you are usually the biggest hindrance or the biggest blocker in your way for basically anything you do. Any facet of life, this can be applied to if you want to be a plumber, a lawyer, a doctor, uh, anything. But specifically for me, I'm a musician, of course. I found that in my pursuit of being a musician slash producer, artist, like the visuals now and stuff, is that most of the people who are naysayers in the business are people who feel like doing it, or they not reach, them really want to reach the music yet. So you have to be mindful of who you take criticism from, because not all the time criticism come from a place of love. Sometimes it's disgruntled musicians are people who are trying to make it as well. Anybody can criticize and you can learn from them still. Even people who I consider not really musicians or musically that musically inclined, like they might kind of say, oh, see that, or that a C sharp. You understand? But you have to be careful, because in my personal life, my career path, I realize that most of the naysayers are people who critique the hardest, or not from a place of love. They not control the talent, they don't own the talent, they don't own a radio station, they don't own an airline, they're not in charge of a music festival, they're not in charge of a social media platform, they're not in charge of the studio where you have your house. They don't really control nothing. They can't stop you. So why listen to some of them? If you know all of this, why listen to some of them? Dig in, persevere, push out, and you are going to see the results. Sometimes you have to just move from where you live. Sometimes the people where they're around, it's just not your audience. You have to just go find it. And sometimes you go over this, so I'll go over this, so and bust big and end up reach back to some of them. You understand? Some of them have to change them style to be more like you, so that they can cross over to the market that you have created or have discovered. So who can stop you? You alone.